Hello, welcome back to the channel. Nigel here with you, Nigel's Modelling Bench, and here we are now with pack 82 already of the build of this beautiful Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 in a massive 1/6 scale. Yes, 1/6 scale. That means if you know how big an Action Man is 1/6 scale. So there you go. That's how big this thing is. So here we have pack 82, so we'll have a quick look through the magazine as we usually do. If you want to go and get yourself one of these, have a look in the description below this video and you can go and sign up and get yourself one from DeAgostini and enjoy and build along with me. I've got many videos on this all the way through from start to finish and I haven't missed a single thing. So as usual, we'll have a look at the magazine. This is, as I say, this is issue 82, or pack 82. So we're looking at quad bikes and ATVs. Halfway between a motorcycle and a small off-road truck, quad bikes or all-terrain vehicles are growing in popularity. Yes, they are in the UK too. So what you can see, they're used for farmers, but they're also used for leisure. And you can see we've got some here being used in a military sense. And also, if you look back at my channel, you will see I did a review of some Magic Factory seriously bad quads. So when I say bad, I mean good. So yeah, absolutely amazing. There you can see somebody having some fun there. No doubt Pastrani's done some crazy things with these. So parts received: 82's trunk panel. This is a bit unusual. Don't know what that's all about. The Ford GT at the 12 Hours of Sebring. So 12-hour Sebring race, Ford GT, beautiful car. There it is in what we call golf colours. And there we are, another beautiful image there at Le Mans 1967. And then here we can see them all starting. There's a Mustang there, you can see. There's another Mustang there, there's some Ford GTs, absolutely wonderful. You can imagine the sound there, can't you? All those big V8s, awesome. And there, yes, the Sebring is a semi-permanent circuit. It was an airfield, I think, wasn't it? There we go, Jackie Hicks in the pit lane at the 1969 Sebring 12 Hours. Despite not starting as a favourite, he was victorious at the last minute ahead of a Ferrari and a Porsche. So there we go, Ken Miles left, great guy. Brilliant. Right, so let's have a look at what we're going to do in this one. So we will get the parts over. This is pack 82. Put the plastic to one side. So save the trunk centre panel, receive with this delivery for installation during the next stage where it will be used to separate the trunk from the passenger compartment. Oh, so they're just giving us a part. Oh, great. Okay, great, thanks for that. And going over the page, this is showing us all the bits we've already got. So I don't remember getting the hood. We must have done if they say we have. I don't remember getting that. And then here we can see the all the chassis and everything assembled. Here they've got the interior attached to the floor. We haven't actually done that yet. But there's that trunk panel that we've just got. There's our spare wheel that we made in the last one. We got our front there with the lights and stuff in, haven't we? Here's the top of the engine. Then we've got our doors. So there we go. So that has been pack 82. Let's have a look at pack 83. Okay, so hopefully we'll get a bit. Remember, in pack 82 we just had that. Hopefully in this one we'll get a bit more to do. Okay, a Mustang on the Empire State Building. Yeah, I remember this story. They put one up on there in 2014, April the 16th, 2014. It was 50 years after the launch of the first generation, exactly the same way. And that is not, it's kind of a real Mustang, but it's actually like a transformer car. They made it so it comes apart into chunks that fitted the elevators to get them up on there. So there we are. Oh, there we go. There we go. Look. The 2014 Mustang divided into 6 transportable sections in the workshop of the company entrusted with getting the car to the top of the skyscraper. In this way it was loaded into the goods lift, taken to the deck, then reassembled in under 6 hours. And there you go, very nice indeed. And there you can see in 1965, there we go, that marked the unveiling. Brilliant. And there's we're going to be doing some work in this one. We've got some parts. The Barber Vintage Motorsports Museum in Leeds, Alabama is considered the largest motorcycle museum in the world. But what makes it so special is the museum's golden rule that every exhibit must be in perfect working order. Blimey. That's a 5-story building, housing over 1,000 motorcycles. Bloody hell. The old bull taco there. The exhibits are numerous and they are displayed on several densely packed levels, which at first sight appears chaotic, yet much thought has gone into the visitor experience, and there is a brilliant logic in operation enabling visitors to appreciate the development of each machine from its launch to its very latest version. It's got cars here as well, look. And then famous female American racing drivers. So Danica Patrick. There's Danica Patrick there in her car. And then we got Elena Myers, was considered to be a possible participant in the top class of motorcycle racing. Here she is in 2011 at Indianapolis, where she test rode a work Suzuki MotoGP. In 2012, this young competitor became the first woman to win a race on the Daytona International Speedway. Blimey. Jessie Coombs set a record when she drove a vehicle across the Ulver Desert in Oregon to a maximum speed of 429.8 miles an hour. Ashley Foylett performs a spectacular leap during the Summer X Games in California. There we go. So, girls doing their thing. You go, girls. Right, so, pack 83. We'll get the light on because we're not looking at the magazine anymore, really. So, pack 83, we have quite a few little parts in here. And then we have I'm assuming this is the hold down stuff for the spare wheel. Okay, cardboard. So we've got the trunk side panels. There's a jack, little scissor jack. Trunk side panels there, left and right, and then we've got the hold downs and the jack. Okay, so what we need to do: retrieve the retrieve the trunk center panel and press the connectors on the right side into holes in the corresponding side of the center panel. So there's the center panel here. This is left and this is right. So obviously this is looking into the trunk. This is going to go up behind the seat. So this is going to go that way round. So that's going to clip into there. Easier said than done. Right, okay. Blimey, it feels like it's going to snap. I've got the top in, now I've got to get the bottom in, but the trouble is it feels like the bottom's going to snap. There we go, that's the way to do it. Right, I'll show you. This is the left hand side. So that's going to go that way, sorry. Push one side in first. So basically, rather than trying to push it in square, push one side in and then push the other side in. Okay, so that's our trunk basically, if you like. So now we've got to retrieve the chassis assembly. Oh wow, this is going to be fun. And place the center trunk panel, the side panels into the trunk area. Make sure the two sides fit correctly into the chassis. So we've got those bits there. They're obviously going to clip over something, these lugs on the sides. And then we're going to fit the jack, then place the car jack on the projection on the right side of the trunk interior, push the jack fully into place, and then we're going to get the spare wheel and put it down. And I assume we're going to screw the spare wheel down or push it down with that bit there. Okay, so I'll go and get the chassis and we'll go from there. Okay, so we have the chassis here. So here's our fuel tank with a filler neck and everything. And yeah, you can see the size of this thing. It's absolutely massive. I'll put it under the camera. As you can see, we can't get it all in. I mean, my hand is there in the middle of the floor. You can see, I'll move it that way a bit. You can see it's wider than my hand. And I don't have little hands. So it's incredible. Okay, so retrieve the chassis assembly with the side panels. In the trunk area. So what we're going to do is put this, where is it going to sit? I guess they're going to sit over there like that, are they? Okay, so they're going to clip that over that. So there's some lugs. So that's just going to sit in there like that. So that's just a loose fit. Obviously the body's going to hold it in. Then place the car jack on the projection on the right side of the trunk interior. Push the jack fully into place. So which way round is this going? Does it show any particular way round? It looks like it's pretty symmetrical actually. So that's just going to go in there like that. Okay, so that's going underneath the spare wheel. And then we're going to put the spare wheel over the top of that. like so. Is that going to locate? Yes, it does. That wheel locates over the top of the jack. And then we're going to take the spare wheel lock and insert in the center of the spare wheel. Note the orientation of the spare wheel for correct positioning. I'm not sure what difference it makes, but they've got the valve here facing just beyond backwards like that. Okay, and then we're going to turn this over, and then we've got the finally insert the spare wheel lock assembly. So this is going to go onto there like that. Okay, that's going to go on there like that, and then we're going to insert into the center of the wheel to secure the wheel in position in the trunk. Remember how I said you don't have to glue anything? I've got to push this down further. I'm a little bit confused because that does not actually lock in, that's just sitting there all loose. Finally insert the spare wheel lock assembly into the center of the wheel to secure the wheel in position in the trunk. It's hardly going to secure it, it's just floating around. Let me just have a look. I wonder if this wheel... Ah, okay, yeah. That wheel pushes down hard over that jack, and then this is going to go into that. Right, okay, so let me just lift this up. We can see here that that is going to go over there like that. And this is going to come into here. And it's going to go into the center of that jack. Okay, so you could do it this way. You could put that on like that. Alright, and then you could place this, look down through the wheel where the jack is going, and place that down like that. Alright, so now that's all gone together lovely. Okay, there we go. So that's that in there. It's not actually very solid, but you could just glue it all in if you want to, but you might want to be able to take the wheel out and change it over if you want to, but the other wheels have the nuts in, and obviously the spare one doesn't. So there we go, that has been pack 83. So thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed that. That's been our 1/6 scale Mustang build done for April. I'm going to grab the interior from over here, and that's going to sit in there like that. There's going to be location lugs or whatever for it to sit on. There we go. So that's how that's going to go. So we can start to see now how this is all going to start to pan out. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all soon. And I think before we get the next part of the Mustang build, we will be getting parts 1 and 2 of the Ferrari build. So hopefully you'll enjoy that one. I know I will. See you all later. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.